Hello, welcome to another episode of The Low Action. If you are like a home studio person or you do voiceover work or you have a podcast, what if I were to tell you you only need one microphone? There is one microphone out there that can do everything. You'd think I was crazy, but I think I found it. I do a little light recording here in my home, plus I do these YouTube videos and a few other things I work with sound and video on. But my budget is nil. And I've bought like Audio-Technica mics, I've got broadcast mics, condenser mics, dynamic mics, and microphones can be expensive. So what I came across was a mid-priced microphone. It's not the cheapest, but it's definitely not anywhere near the most expensive, that does everything. And that is this guy right here. This is the Lewitt LCT 441 Flex. And it's called Flex because it's flexible. And the reason I say that, this is a condenser. It is a true 1-inch condenser microphone. And the reason I say it's flexible because you have the power to choose between 8 different polar patterns. If you want just a standard condenser microphone, you have a cardioid polar pattern, which I will get into the specifics on each of these in a few minutes. But you have cardioid, which is what I'm using right now. This is just a standard condenser microphone. You have supercardioid, wide cardioid, omnidirectional, and figure 8. And then on top of that, you have 3 reverse polar patterns. You have a reverse cardioid, a reverse supercardioid, and a reverse wide cardioid. Now what that means is that instead of pulling from the front of the microphone will be more sensitive in the back and reject sound from the front.
Cardioid is the most commonly used polar pattern, where it's most sensitive directly facing the microphone and the least sensitive at 180 degrees. This polar pattern is ideal for most recording applications, whether it's guitars or vocals, because it blends out like the bad room sound and some of the noise you might get from the sides and rear of the microphone. Supercardioid is similar to cardioid, but more directive. It'll give you a little more sound from the side, but less from the rear. This allows you to give a little more gain without feeding back, and it also gives you a drier signal because it's more direct from the sound source. The figure 8 pattern has the same sensitivity at 0 degrees and 180 degrees. Basically, you get the same sound whether you're singing into the front or the rear of the microphone, while it rejects noise from the side of the microphone. This comes in handy when you might have 2 singers using the same microphone, or if you're miking up a piano where you can set the mic sideways and capture the left and the right hand keys. Omnidirectional gives you the same sensitivity to sound pressure coming from any direction into the microphone. This will provide the best bass response, the flattest frequency response, and the least sensitive to handling wind noise in comparison to all the other polar patterns. The wide cardioid is a mix between the omni and the cardioid with all of their characteristics. The reverse cardioid, reverse wide cardioid, and reverse supercardioid are just as you expect them to be. They are the same polar patterns, but they work with the rear of the microphone, the back of the microphone, instead of the face.
So, that said, this is what it sounds like in cardioid. And there's little buttons here on the front. Now it looks like we are in supercardioid. This is what it sounds like in supercardioid. This is figure of 8. You'll have front and back rejecting sounds from the side. Here we have a reverse cardioid. Oh, I'm sorry. This is probably a reverse supercardioid, so I probably got really quiet, but loud in the back. Reverse cardioid. Again, I'm probably pretty quiet, but back there. We've got reverse wide cardioid. Again, in the back, omnidirectional. Omnidirectional is like a circle around the microphone. It won't reject sound from any direction. Pushing the button here, now we have a wide cardioid, which handles front and sides. And then back to cardioid again, which kind of rejects. The most rejection will come from right behind it. There are plenty of videos that you can find on YouTube that will demonstrate this microphone, as well as the LCT 440 with guitars, female vocals, male vocals. I'm not going to get into that. I'm not going to pull out guitars, and I don't sing. So if you'd like to hear it with an acoustic instrument, a piano, there's male vocals, female vocals. They're all available on YouTube. Just search for the Lewitt LCT 441 Flex, and they'll come right up, as well as some other independent reviews, such as this one. The sound of this microphone, I feel, rivals microphones 2 and 3 times its price. This microphone set me back $400, $399. I didn't get it for free. I didn't get a discount for doing this. I bought this with my own money, and I will use this microphone for my own needs. But it costs about $400. But it's 100% positive reviews, not only from me, but from everybody that's used these things. The build quality is rock solid. The thing's made like a tank. It comes with the shock mount, comes with a windscreen, leather bag, and this really neat pop filter, which is magnetic, all in the box. It is a condenser mic, a true 1-inch condenser, so it does run on phantom power. You'll need 48 volts of phantom power. But this microphone pretty much can handle anything you throw at it. Vocals, overhead drums, pianos, guitars, anything. The only thing that I probably wouldn't use it on would be close miking drums. Like I wouldn't stick this in a kick drum. You'd probably still want to use something dynamic or a ribbon for that. Lewitt is one of those companies that's known. They have more affordable, less expensive microphones, and they have $1,000 microphones. Like I said, this one runs about $400. If you just wanted this microphone in a standard cardioid condenser mic, that would be the LCT 440, and that runs about $250, and they sound amazing. So if I were going to have one microphone to do vocals, to mic guitars or instruments, with the figure of 8, you can have 2 singers at the same time, or you can put it in a piano and get right and left. If I were going to have one microphone that could pretty much handle anything in a podcast situation, a small home studio situation, or voiceover work, this would be the microphone. Again, this is the Lewitt LCT 441 Flex, and I couldn't be happier with it. Thank you for watching. Please like, share, and subscribe. We'll see you next time.